Hey YouTube, Darren here. Just an update on this 10-wheeler. I'm going to show you what I was talking about when I said there was a leak coming from the transmission. Yeah. Thanks, Murray. There, let me back up, is the hole. And I don't know if something popped up and punctured it. Oh my God, Murray, quit. Hang on. Good dog. Good dog. What a good dog. Okay, now go. What I think happened is something came loose, a part of the weld came loose, and punched through it, which is no biggie. I can actually plug that hole up, but I'm going to have to take the transmission out. So we'll take it out and take a look and see what's going on. I also have an extra pan I can put on there. So, more to come. I'll show you. This is actually what leaked out when I got all the tires on it and went for the first ride around the driveway. I noticed this, and then I put the bucket under it, and so I caught it. So more to come. Yes, I hate to. There we go. I've got this little pointer and I'm tapping on it. That is actually the hole. Let me see if I can zoom in on it a little bit. So that's the hole in the transmission. I've got it out. It didn't take long. It took about 15 minutes to get it out. And for that reason, I'm going to leave it nice and accessible when I build the dump bed. That way I can get to everything and work on it. And there's that again. So I'm going to pull this thing apart and we'll all take a look at it. And here we go. I have the cause. The welds came apart on this transmission. Transmissions are not supposed to have little pieces of loose metal in them. So that's what caused the problem, which is no biggie. I got another one. I'm going to weld this thing back together, and I will use another pan. I'll go ahead and let this thing prep it, clean it, dry it, and then I will cold weld the hole in this thing and sand it smooth so I can use it again for another one. Shouldn't take too terribly long, and I will have this thing back together and hopefully running today. So more to come in just a minute. But if you recall the video that I have of welding up these transmissions on this 6-wheeler, this is the one that I said I was going to try it another way and just weld these 4 pinion gears and not the bull gear. Well, I don't know if it was just bad welds. I don't think. I would like to think it wasn't a bad weld, but it could have been, I guess. But I'm going to tear this guy apart, clean it up, weld it, put the other pan on it, and then we will be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back. One thing we will note is that the top half of the transmission, the input gears and everything remained in good shape. Was that because I did not drive it that much? I mean, Mikey and I drove it all for around 6 or 8 hours one day over on my shop side and just tooked around. I mean, didn't do anything aggressive. So could that have been the reason why this is still in such good shape? Could be. This is the 5-speed. You count the gears: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by the way, this is a Peerless Tecumseh transmission. This is the other one that's going in it, and you'll note that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6-speed gear set right here. I'm going to take this out, spray it, and wrap it up. These can be switched out, no problem at all. I'm going to do it in just a minute actually, and you'll see me. More to come. And here we have the finished product. Like I said, the first time I did it a different way, to where the bull gear, this big ring on the outside, actually slid off, and you could adjust and maneuver and tweak. And I thought that might be a pretty good idea, but it turns out it was not to be. So I welded the ever living shit out of it. and I've picked all the debris and the spatter out. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to pick out some more that I'm actually going to weld onto it inside. I wish somebody would make a blank from a CNC machine so you could actually insert it into this and use a solid rod. That might be an idea. If anybody has access to one, how hard would it be to write the program and make the blank? But I'm going to take a break, and I think I'll go ahead and post this video because it's getting kind of long. See ya.